But I kept saying, I don't understand what you people do. How can you be 1 hour sitting in a fellowship? The first meeting, we ended up at a Chimeza with Governor Peace, who was the chief guest at the launch. And as usual, I think that was the first Chimeza that lasted up to around 1:30 a.m. And Tom nominated me as the president of the club. Okay. And I waited for that moment when they nominate another person. Unfortunately, there was no other nomination. So I ended up being the charter president of the Rotary Club of Garuga. And I'm happy that down the road, 5 years down the road, there are new clubs that are formed. A club starts by struggling.
Every week, Rotary shows up in ways that change lives. Service, leadership, fellowship, and impact are more than ideas for us. They are habits. They are choices. They shape how we move through the world. Inside Rotary, Conversations on the Spot puts you right in that energy. No stage lights, no polished speeches, just real people doing real work captured in the moment.
It's another beautiful day, and I hope you had a great time wherever you're watching us from. We want to bring you greetings from the Rotary Club of Uganda, Rotary District 9214. Welcome to yet another beautiful episode of Inside Rotary. On this show, we continue to tell the stories of the members of the Rotary Club of Garuga, who they are, what they do, and what makes us different. We pride ourselves as a club of reference, and today is yet another day for us to be able to continue telling our stories. Now, in Rotary, of course, we have so many times. If you've just joined Rotary, you're going to come and find a lot of acronyms that people are using. PDG, CP, IPP, all of these other things, and all of that. But every club that starts with one acronym, which is CP, which is short, Charter President. So Charter President is the first title that every club has. Now today, we have the privilege to have the Charter President of the Rotary Club of Garuga, CP Benjamin Bwanika, on the bench. CP, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm well.
You're well. I want to go deeper. You see, we had the Rotary International President Shaka Mehta, who told us to ask questions, and I'm going to ask that very question. How are you really?
I'm well, really.
You are well, really. Okay, well, it's amazing that this show has been here for some time. And, people thought we'll start with the CP and ask, why didn't you start with the Charter President? Now we want to break that ice and be able to bring it to the show. I don't know why many people wanted me to have you on the bench, but now that you are here, I want to first step away from your role as Charter President and ask you to tell our viewers, who is Benjamin Bwanika, the boy from Masaka? That's the story I want to hear.
Well, now the boy from Masaka is a little bit difficult because incidentally I come from Masaka, but I don't know Masaka. And no one even knows me in Masaka. But my family comes from Masaka. And I left Masaka in around 1984. And I haven't been there. So I only go there on special occasions, burials and things like that. But I pride in being the boy from Masaka. I also pride in being the man from Garuga. So my father exported me because he said, I cannot live in Masaka because I'll be complacent and I will not be Benjamin Bwanika, but I'll be Benjamin, son of Bwanika. So to break that, he exported me, and I'm happily out of Masaka with a totally different identity from his. Yeah, that's me.
Oh, that's wonderful. Now we want to speak about Benjamin Bwanika, the Rotarian. Before you became CP, did you know about Rotary? What did you know? And what were your feelings?
Interestingly, I actually knew about Rotary because 99% of the people that I was hanging around with are Rotarians. I was the missing link. But I kept saying, I don't understand what you people do. How can you be 1 hour sitting in a fellowship? What is it about? Well, what do you discuss? And I had never been to a Rotary fellowship. I used to contribute to the cause because my friends were Rotarians. So when they have a project, I would happily contribute, but I didn't know anything about Rotary. They tried for a very long time to make me a Rotarian, and it didn't work out. I didn't attend any Rotary activity until Rotary came to me. I was driving on Garuga Road and I saw a poster that was inviting people. They were launching a club in our community. So I called another friend. I told him, do you know these things of Ken Mugisha? They have come to our village. Let's go and see. But the whole thing was, let's go and see what happens there. And the rest is history. We went, saw, stayed.
And you stayed. How far back is that?
That was April of 2021.
What was your feeling in the first Rotary meeting? That meeting in April.
Well, incidentally, we didn't know the people who were there. Actually, everybody was new to us. Then at some point, IPDG Christine Cheunekawoya came. I think she was incoming membership, country membership or something thereabout. And I knew her from the banking environment. So that gave me some comfort. Like I said, hey, this lady is part of this. Maybe I can be part of this as well. So the experience there after, maybe something. I knew someone, but digitally. I had never met her, and that is Hajat Aida Namanya. I had dealt with her, village things on the WhatsApp group. She had some nice chicken that I used to buy from her, but I had never seen her, I'd never been to. So I said, so this is the Hajat Aida Namanya. And I'm like, okay, this might be something interesting. I'm going to know people that live in the community. And that's how we ended up. The first meeting, we ended up at a Chimeza with Governor Peace, who was the chief guest at the launch. And as usual, I think that was the first Chimeza that lasted up to around 1:30 a.m. And we continued like that. The Chimeza in Garuga was baptized that day, and it has never stopped.
It has never stopped. We even have a president of the Chimeza.
Yeah, now I'm told we even have a buddy group. I don't know whether it's a buddy group that is Chimeza oriented. Yes.
All right. So how do you become charter president now?
Accidentally. Yeah, because most charter presidents actually, either they have been Rotarians who their club sent to start another club by extension, or they participate in the whole launch. I'm telling you, I went to the launch as a guest. I did not participate in that. Then I invited, as we were meeting, I invited a friend who we went to the same primary school, we went to the same secondary school, and I knew he was building in the community. By then he hadn't moved, Dr. Tom Lutalo. I told him, Tom, we are starting a new club. Come and join. Tom told me, those Rotary things. I joined the Rotary Club of Entebbe. It was boring. I said, no, you come. This club won't be boring. I'm here.
There's Chimeza.
So Tom came, and a couple of meetings later, they were electing leaders. And Tom nominated me as the president of the club. Okay. And I waited for that moment when they nominate another person. Unfortunately, there was no other nomination. So I ended up being the charter president of the Rotary Club of Garuga. Something I've never and I will never look back to say it was a mistake. I can't regret.
You can't regret.
No.
That's about 5 years ago. You were charter president. We've had a couple of presidents that have come up. Charter presidents carry a lot within. They say you carry the club to your grave with you, because it's like your baby, your child, and all of that. Of course, in a good way. And what? How has been that experience for you now that the club is here 5 years later? If you look back to that first April meeting up to now.
Interestingly, for some reason, I knew that our fifth president would be the person who is the president now of the club. And I used to say it. You interview people, they will tell you that I used to say that Rotarian Nathaniel Kasozi will be our fifth president. I had no influence in this, but he was my treasurer. He was actually the very first person who took up responsibility in the club. That day of the launch, we collected happy shilling and they handed it over to him. I think because he's a finance person, so they gave him the happy shilling. He automatically became the club treasurer. Now, a club starts by struggling. That's why they say charter president takes the club to his grave. Governor Peace always says a club is as good as its charter president. When I look back, the Rotary Club of Garuga is exactly what I wanted it to be in its fifth year. I think we should clap for ourselves. We have achieved what we wanted to be. And looking back, the way we have moved, Rotarian JB, you know that I courted you to join the Rotary Club of Garuga, but on purpose. And we are sitting here, and that purpose has been achieved. One of the things that they used to tell me when I was chartering this club was that we did a lot, because when we were about 2 weeks old, we had a project. We were in Chasira, we were moving on canoes to go and build dormitories for orphans. But they used to tell me, we don't have publicity. People out there don't know what we are doing. But naturally, as a person, I'm not a front row person. I want sitting at the back. Even when I was president and I go somewhere at the state, the presidents are sitting there. Tell them, no, leave me, I'll go and sit at the back. Even at the district, they tell me that's for district officials, that's the table. So I waited for that moment when we have accumulated enough to show. And I think we have now accumulated enough. We even have the right people to take us on the airwaves. Here we are. Mm-hmm. So I'm happy.
I'm grateful that you mentioned that it's not very common that you have so many people that, every charter president should be proud of their club, but for a club that has been here for 5 years and we've done a lot of great things, the major donors, the PHFs, the different projects that we've done, all of these things continue to define us as club of reference. But I want to go to that word, club of reference. What informed that statement? And what does it even actually mean? Because we put it on all our flyers. That's the official hashtag of the club. We are Garuga Club of Reference. As charter president, why choose to be Club of Reference?
Well, I coined it, like you say. As charter president, you end up doing everything. I was struggling with an identity. What will our club be known for? And my first governor's visit, I had to write the report. I had to come up with our vision, our mission, and I said, we want to be the club of reference in, first and foremost, in our community, but also at district level. And that reference was meant to be when they say Garuga. What is it that they say Garuga does? And you've mentioned, we have the major donors, we have the PHFs, and we give happily to the foundation. And I think if you mention TRF and you don't mention Garuga, you are missing out something.
True.
We started off by doing projects at 2 weeks. People didn't even know what Rotary was. Up to now, people don't know what Rotary is, but they know what Rotary does. So we wanted to be that club that everyone refers to and says, do it like Garuga. And I'm happy that down the road, 5 years down the road, there are new clubs that are formed, and they tell them, during Garuga's formation, they did 1, 2, 3 things. That's the reference that we want.
That we wanted. As you look back, what has been your Rotary moments? I think we have achieved that. We continue to I mean, there's so many clubs that we have in District 921 and in Uganda alone. But the story of Rotary Club of Galga is really, really, really a very beautiful story that we continue telling and what. But these stories are built by people, and the different moments that we want. I want to celebrate some of those people that you think, for you as charter president, were very helpful in the formation of the club, and we continue to look at them as a club of reference, and we say we also, the Baganda say, yeah, so who are those people that you look at and say, yeah?
I will tell you people that are out of our club.
Yeah.
That, and of course, the people we formed the club with, it's obvious. They have the commitment, they know the cause, our charter members, and I celebrate them every day, because without them, there would be no charter president and there would be no Rotary Club of Garuga. But out of the club, there are people who believed in us. I will start off by telling you that we formed an informal friendship with the Rotary Club of Bwebaja, especially with individuals in that club. TAG Anini Nyesiga, PE, Evelyn Bagea, they were with us. From the word go, they would come. We used to meet on Sunday. They would come every Sunday. We didn't know anything. They would help us recite the 4-way tests. We learned so much from them that they became part of us. And actually, they eventually exported me or imported me to Bwebaja as an honorary member.
I remember.
PDG Peace Taremwa. He believed in this club. I don't know why, but because maybe it was a 100% community club. And him believing in us made us want not to let him down. So we'll do everything possible to make sure that he still has that faith that Garuga will shine. And I think we have not let him down. We've tried as much. When we were at the DCA in Barara, we were new. We were, I think, just a few months old, 3 months old as a chartered club. But we had 17 PHFs. By then, for a club to have 17 PHFs and it's a new club, it was something to talk about. And he called us on stage. It was a moment for us.
I know.
Because, well, we were new, they called us, and we had representation at the DCA. I think we could have been maybe 12 people. When we came back, we were like, no, we need to beef up the number of PHFs and also get major donors. Why not? We sat down and said, I think this should be our core. Let us make sure that we give to the foundation so that Governor Peace does not come and blast us and say, I believed in you people, but see what you're doing. Today, I think we have 42 PHFs and 7 major donors. I think by end of this year, we could be at 10 major donors and the entire club should be PHF.
Amen, amen. So you speak about Governor Peace and all those people, and of course we celebrate each one of them for what they have done. But I do remember something you didn't mention, and I'm going to remind you, is that Governor Peace introduced the concept of all governors' visits happen at a project.
Yes.
And we came to visit, I was his PA, and we came to visit your club, and you had 2 projects.
Yes.
Well documented. We traveled to Chitara, did an incinerator there. We left Chitara, we came to Nalgara, even up to the date when you go there, which also makes these projects a bit special. Every person I've hosted on this show talks about them. That signpost that we put there still exists intact on both of them, which is really great. And I'm quite sure that you as a charter president, you are very proud of what we've done. I hope you said you didn't want to let Governor Peace down and all these people, but I also hope we, your members, have not let you down as charter president.
Well, I think I said it. When Governor Peace came for the visit, he wanted the projects. This is something that maybe you don't know, but those 2 projects were done in 1 week. Done, dusted, everything in 1 week. I called the projects director. I said the same thing. We can't let Governor Peace down. We need 2 projects, not 1. We need 2 projects executed. My AG thought that, she even said, I'm coming for a dry run to see how we are going to launch the projects. When she came, she found that the projects were done. She's like, but we didn't have a project last week. What happened? Now, that shows you that the members have not let us down.
Yeah.
There was participation, full participation of the entire club to make sure that we deliver those 2 projects. And to date, that health center, we renovated it. It was in bad shape. And now everyone knows that there's a health center there. Something they didn't know then because it wasn't visible.
Yeah.
The incinerator that we put in Chitara, up to now, Rotary clubs call me to give them the contact of the person who built that incinerator. So it's rewarding to know that we did something in the community.
Yeah, it's very wonderful. We are not a social club, and this month we are celebrating membership, and we don't just celebrate those that wear the pin, but those that roll up their sleeves and go do the work. And the Rotary Club of Galga has done that. I'm going to move into the final session of this interview, where we are going to talk about you and your Rotary experience. Has there been any Rotary moment that you look back and say, Rotary, I am here to stay?
Now, my latest Rotary moment is when I was admitted in ICU. And this is a couple of months ago. It's not an old story. And the entire Nakasero hospital was asking whether it was the President of the Republic that was admitted, because Rotarians flooded that hospital. They were not seeing me, but they were going to my room every minute. And the whole management of Nakasero was wondering, who is this person that has been admitted here? And people are, to tell you that of those Rotarians, I think members from the Rotary Club of Garuga, because they didn't know it happened so fast.
Yeah.
There were very few. But these are people from other clubs that were coming to see what had happened to me. Then I was referred from Nakasero to Aga Khan in Nairobi. And guess what? I found another Rotarian, a doctor, who made sure that I come out of Aga Khan alive. So Rotary has given me a lot. So my moment, if you had asked me 3 months ago, I would have given you a totally different Rotary moment.
Mm-hmm.
I would have told you a project or what, but now this is a personal thing. And there's nothing I can say about Rotary. You can't tell me leave tomorrow. I will not leave. I'm here to stay.
You are here to stay. Thank you very much. Now, I want you to use that same energy, look in the camera as we close, and talk about those people that you want to invite in Rotary, especially this month where we are celebrating membership and new club development. You could also use this time to talk to us about the vision, because as charter president, the vision never finishes. You continue saying that this is where we want to go as we close.
I will start with the vision. I have to look at the camera?
Yeah, straight in the camera.
Oh, not you. Wow.
Just invite those people.
Now, the vision, before I invite people, I need to talk about the vision.
The vision.
So
they don't just come and
you might not like
I
the
didn't
vision.
understand.
Exactly. You might not like the vision, but this is where I see our club. Our club is a community club. I'm seeing everyone in our community who has the will, the zeal, and the need. It is a need to serve our community. The people, those people that we mention when we say the grace, those that need us to come and serve them, then come and join the Rotary Club of Garuga. I'm going to say the last bit that you need to have, and that is why I said JB might not like this. When you are willing to touch your pocket, come and join us, and we help our communities. So I've put the vision
And
the invitation in one envelope. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I can't say it any better. The Rotary Club of Garuga has their doors open to all of you that are ready to touch your pockets, contribute to the foundation, contribute to even the local projects that we do, because this year our president has asked us that we are supposed to do better than we have done before, because his slogan is better is better than good. But also our Rotary International president has invited us to create lasting impact. I'd like to thank you for staying with us, and thank you, Benjamin, my charter president, my president and leader, for allowing to come and be a part of this show. Until next time, bye-bye.